Oh, dropping frames already. That's lovely. Should be back up momentarily. We've been having a lot more problems with the stream lately. I think I'm going to have to call Time Warner and see what the hell's going on. Should be back up in a minute. Alright. It may just be the server I'm connected to. I might have to change my ingest. And a coin Stoneforged axe. Why not kill it, you know? Why not? The main problem with that, actually, that was a pretty bad play. This is why I don't play Shaman all that often, because I get very confused with... I forget I'm doing Overload, so I can't play that on turn 3. Oh, apparently Jesse DC'd as well. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? I don't know, like, we had about 6 months of really good service from Time Warner. I think things are getting a little bit worse lately. We'll see. I apologize for the drops. If it keeps dropping, I'm going to have to turn off. In fact, actually, to make sure that doesn't happen, I'm going to turn off the auto-tweet. I'm just going to disconnect it, because otherwise it's going to spam it. Cool. Disconnected my Twitter account from it. Okay, this is a little awkward. Actually, this is not that awkward at all. This is pretty good. So we can do the Earth Shock here, and then we can kill it with the Zombie Char. Got another Stormforged axe, so I'm going to swing for the face. That's good. I like that. Auction Warden. Alright, that's something to run my face into, isn't it? I think it's a good time to get rid of the Zombie Char. Before it heals too much. And the Acolyte of Pain is a good bet here. And then we'll take a swing at the face of the Mogashan. But yeah, I was talking about Strife, wasn't I? Yeah. I'll say... Oh, damn. That sucks. That is the perfect counter to that. I think it's going to be the Twilight Drake now, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, Doomhammer's still pretty good because I can beat that down, but let's play the Twilight Drake while we still have enough cards to make it viable. There we go. And we'll just leave that be for the time being. It's a game that I think attempts to be an entry level to the Dota-style genre, and it uses some very familiar mechanics as a result of that, but they've made some changes to how it works. But to me, it's not the kind of game that I personally would play on a regular basis. I think we're going to have Forked Lightning here. It's a good shot that I'll get this right. But let's Totem first, because if we get a Wrath of Air, that'll be lovely, and we did. Very nice. Come on, come on, come on. Lovely, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. I'll take a bit of a swing at that. We're still losing, incidentally, but you know, we're starting to be able to get some bird stuff down. So yeah, it simplifies a lot of already existing mechanics within the genre. And for some people, that's really great, because it gives people a cool opportunity to start to get into the genre with something that's a little bit entry-level. And I've got to say, I appreciate just how colorful the heroes are, and the fact that they... Oh, damn, this actually sucks now. They have this wonderful sense of abandon, with just going completely ridiculous with a lot of the heroes. But mechanically, I don't find the game all that compelling, and I'm not a big fan of the pacing. So, I don't think I would play Strife on a regular basis. But, since they use the all heroes kind of unlocked mechanic, but they use some kind of progression regardless, I think it's something that, if a friend wanted to play Strife with me, I'd happily jump in and play with them. Okay, I think Earth Elemental's probably the way to go here. Considering there's a Wind Fury out. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This could, of course, suck if he's got Shadow of Death, but otherwise I think this is pretty much worth. I'm not going to sue Reynard for using my IP. Yeah, Lord of the Arena is too generic. I don't really care. It's fine. It might get a bit confusing on the SEO side of things, but again, I'm not that worried about that. Like, my Hearthstone videos are already the most popular on YouTube, so, you know, it's not really a big deal. It's a good name. You know, we should use it for a tournament. Absolutely. Don't mind at all. I can always change my name. Like, it doesn't... Lord of the Arena doesn't really have any brand value, in my opinion, while attached to me. So I'm not overly worried. Please no Shadow of Death. Please no Shadow of Death. The Binding of Isaac OST is amazing so far. Is it? Cool. Well, Danny B is extremely talented. So I have no doubt it's great. I probably won't play too much of Binding of Isaac, but I will listen to the soundtrack. So very happy that that sounds good. Okay, so we've got a Hex here. We could play the Doomhammer, and we could swing for 2 to get rid of the Mogashan and trade in the boar, and then fight. He's got a lot of nasty stuff up, which is a bit concerning. But I should be able to trade pretty well with this, assuming he doesn't have anything crazy. Do I want to go with the Doomhammer? If I go with the Doomhammer, that's going to overload me for 2. It's going to leave me with 8. Hex, I don't think is too valuable. I mean, hexing the Cabal Shadow Priest might not be the worst thing I've ever done. That gets rid of a lot of the potential damage he's got and forces him into a nastier trade. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Because if I attack that, then he's going to just trade the Shadow Priest in. If he's Hex, he's going to have to trade, like, 3 minions. No, it would be... Yeah. Yeah, that works out well. Okay, we're going to Hex that. And then we kill this. Actually, that was actually pretty stupid. What I should have done is use that on that, and then that, and plus a swing. Yeah, that was dumb. I'm out of practice. Quite obviously. We can kill that, of course. But that's alright. I mean, it's still a decent situation. We'll see. Would I recommend getting Fable Lost Chapters on Anniversary? I think I covered that in the video. Yeah, absolutely. Fable Lost Chapters is good. Still plays well. Yeah, that's the best play could have gone for there. Took a lot of damage. I don't think you can do that with the Doomhammer. There we go. This is, as I say, that traded really nicely, so this evens things up. Yeah, you can't attack twice in the same turn, so I don't think that would count. I think you have to have the the Doomhammer in the first place. What? Hang on. The Binding of Isaac soundtrack is not done by Danny B? Did I... What the... Was the original done by Danny B? Oh, so they didn't... The new soundtrack is not done by Danny B? Because the old one was. That's actually a bit disappointing. Alright, this actually sucks. We're gonna have to... Boulder Fist Argus, I think, is probably the way to go here. Yeah, let's go Boulder Fist Argus. I like that. There we go. That's pretty strong. Of course, if he's got Shadow of Death, then, you know, it's a good bet that he doesn't, though. Oh, that sucks. Danny B's so damn talented. I love his stuff. Alright, well, I'll try it anyway. Sure. Cool. I mean, that's phenomenal. Look at the amount he's going to have to trade into that. It does mean he's got this nasty 3-8 taunt, which is going to be a bit hard to get rid of, but that pretty much went as well as it could have. Unfortunately, I'm now kind of out of steam here. The Doomhammer's no good against this. I don't want to take 6 damage and still not kill him. What kind of annoys me about this? Let's throw a totem out. I'm tempted just to go Sun Fury Protector just to kind of protect my face and buy time. And I think I have to do that, actually. There we go. I don't know. I probably won't cover Binding of Isaac Rebirth because I didn't like the original one. Just like, there's something about the aesthetic and the theme that I just didn't enjoy. I don't like the whole scat nonsense. You know, it's like, hey, there's poop and blood and weird shit. And like, no. It's not my thing. Okay, this is pretty terrible. Yeah, this is going to be very painful. We're going to have to do it this way, and that's going to leave that other thing on the board, so... No sign of any of my good minions. Like, I wasn't really able to scale up outside of that one ogre, so this is pretty terrible. Nice, that's nice. That is exactly what we needed. Okay, cool. Should I just play the Doomhammer now? It's got the 2 overload. Yeah, let's play it now. Oh, it turns out you can attack again with it. That is very interesting. I did not know that. For those just tuning in, we're just doing a little bit of arena with the Shaman deck here. It's been a fairly long, drawn-out battle up to this point. Oasis Snapjaw. Wow. We need a good way of getting rid of that. Darkhind Dwarf. I mean, it's still not good. I need another taunt, but even then, I'm going to start to take some damage now. I think things are starting to go badly. Hitting that twice is not an option. Yeah, this is pretty awful. I think the only shot we currently have is going to heal it if I even try an attack. So I think we're just going to go for the face at this point. Oh, come on. Alright. I think that's game right there. Not having that is a huge disadvantage. That is the dream right there, being able to ooze something like that. And now he's just going to kill that and then heal it. I need a fire elemental right now. That's not a fire elemental, but funnily enough, it actually allows me to kill it off. So that's not too shabby. Please taunt? No? Okay. Well, not bad anyway. It lets me get rid of the biggest threat on the board. But, I mean, it's a start. It's still not great, but we're still definitely behind. I lost one of my main forms of draw as well. There's actually not a lot of draw that I got at all, come to think of it. A little annoying. Pint-sized summoner, yeah, this is not the time to get pint-sized summoner. There's no point. I think we're done, honestly. I think we've lost this one now. I certainly don't see any way of winning from here. I don't know where my fire elementals are. We can't even protect them out of tide for more than one turn, but hey, we need the cards, so let's get going. Fen Creeper, okay. That would have been nice 6 turns ago. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's terrible news. The Fen Creeper's gonna die for like one creature now. Yeah, even with Shattered Cleric, it doesn't buff it up high enough for it to matter. Well, it is what it is. Buff that up, but ultimately, what's the point? Yep, and that doesn't even die now, so... Oh, I hate playing against priests. Yeah, this is just game. There's nothing in my deck that's going to beat that board now. I don't have any AoE clear. The draft wasn't amazing. Like, I need to establish board control and get favorable trades early, and that wasn't going to happen. Well, that wasn't brilliant. Not at all. I'm aware. Yeah, we talked about the Leroy and Buzzard nerf on the podcast today. I didn't bother with Nax Heroics. I will at some point. I've been cooling off on Hearthstone quite a bit lately. I've just been playing other things, so... Yes, Akinyon, I did get your email. Thank you. What would it take for you to start covering Sega games again? I've said it before. I said it 2 years ago. I would want them to apologize for what they did to those channels. And I would want assurances that that stuff would not happen again. Simple as that. But, you know, they've shown no willingness to do that or even any actual understanding of why it was a problem. So, I mean, why would I risk covering Sega games, you know? They directly attacked my livelihood. Directly. Why would I do it? Would you? No, you wouldn't. Come on. Be reasonable. Okay, against that, I think we'll drop the Sun Fury. Definitely seems like the way to go. It's a 2-3. It trades with that and stays alive, so... Sega will never apologize. Cool. Well, I'll never cover the game. Simple as that. You know, it's not like I'm short on games to cover. It's like Sega's responsible for, what, a couple of releases on PC every year? Who cares? Actually, Stormforged Axe is a better play here. And I can just drop the Sun Fury next turn. Well, I'd be surprised if there's ever another Dawn of War game, honestly. Which is weird, because it sells quite well, but... Relic doesn't seem to have anything to do with it right now. As far as I'm aware, most of the channels that were shut down by the Sega sweep are still down. So, yeah, it's not a great situation for anybody. Okay, this is going pretty well. Good start. This is Arena, yes. I got loads of games to make videos on. I've got such a backlog at the moment. I've got all sorts of exciting things I can do this month. I'm looking forward to putting out my video on Stronghold Crusader 2. I've got Gauntlet. Both of those are currently under embargo. So that's coming later in the month. I'm going to work on my video for Roundabout tomorrow. Today I was intending to do Reprisal Universe. I played quite a bit of that, but I haven't been feeling too amazing today, so I'm only just feeling better because I took some painkillers, but yeah, it's a bit lousy. Monetize seems like a great option here. I mean, it might get Shadowwood Pain, but it's card for card at minimum, so why not? And if since he has nothing on the board, it might stay alive for 2 turns, which would be amazing. I haven't heard anything about Gearbox's HG remake of Homeworld. I don't have a clue. Did I hear about the YouTuber who asked for a review copy and apparently got dick pics? I did hear about that. And obviously, if that did happen, which it sounds... Oh, damn. Definitely sounds like it did. Then that person needs to be kicked the fuck out of their job. I mean, it's not a question about that, is there? I think what we're going to do is we're going to Defender of Argus, and we're going to make that Monetide Totem fight for us. Or we could Flame Tongue. Doesn't quite do the job, though. Like, that would be... Ooh. Oh, yeah. I just want to do this out of spite, actually. I'm doing this purely out of spite. Please understand this is maybe not the most efficient way of doing things, but it might be the most hilarious. You silence it, then you will feel pain as I hit you in the face with that. There you go. Lovely. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that there's, like, one crazy PR person out there that would do something like that. I don't think it's indicative of anything with the video game industry, though. You know, that kind of sexual harassment, unfortunately, happens in all walks of life. As fucking stupid as it sounds. Ouch. A little bit of pain there, but that's not too bad. I mean, he killed a thing. I can still fight, so... And Dragonling might work. I think we're just going to play the Ogre here. Play on curve, you know? Why not? Nice. Will I play Minecraft 2? Yeah, I mean, if Minecraft 2 did come out, then I'd obviously make a video about it. No question. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, like, on the format yet. I mean, I think with Impress Me 3, I'm probably going to try 3 games at 15 minutes each. Yeah, again, I watched the video about it, and it certainly seems like it's pretty conclusive. But one should always, of course, be careful about accusing people of things like sexual harassment without solid evidence, but I think that's pretty damn solid evidence. Oh, this is beautiful. What a lovely trade this is going to be. We're going to just toss out the fire elemental and go to town. It's going to... Actually, we don't even have to do that, do we? Why even waste the fire elemental? We can just do it with the swing of that. And then we just pop up the earth elemental, and then we have a powerhouse set up here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Definitely sounds pretty fucking terrible. But yeah, anyway, like, back to the whole impress me thing. I'm thinking 3 games, 15 minutes each. Just like on the last 2 games, I felt like I had pretty much said what I wanted to say in those 15 minutes. So, why not? Yeah, so I'll go 3 for 15. Like, because that means you get about a 45-minute show and you get to see 3 games. Instead of 3 games at 20 minutes, which will be an over an hour show, and then 2 games at 20 minutes, which ends up being a 45-minute show anyway because of the intro. Give or take. Are dick pics really considered sexual harassment? I believe so, if they're sent without, I wouldn't even say consent, because that's silly. If they were sent without the obvious desire to see them, yeah. If you send them specifically to make someone feel uncomfortable, yeah, totally. I mean, it would be the same with anything else, you know? Unwanted sexual stuff, yeah, it's sexual harassment. Absolutely. Yeah, unsolicited, that's the term that I'm looking for, yeah. Alright, let's do another one. That one went really well and really badly for him, so there we go. Good start. Will I be shoutcasting the Hearthstone tournament? No, I don't cast Hearthstone. I did it once and I don't want to do it again. I did a bad job, frankly. And I think Hearthstone's style of casting doesn't suit my style of casting. I think it's much better to have a panel of experts doing a sort of more casual analysis. I think that's much better for the audience. So, yeah, I'm not gonna... I have... Ooh. We're looking at possible... No, that's not turn 2 Hearth. No. If I had the coin for that. Yeah. That's... Okay, this could work anyway. Yeah. I do not want to cast... I don't actually find it that compelling to cast. Like, esports-wise, I don't care about Hearthstone. I play it more as a casual experience, and I think it's fine for that. Yeah. Do I really want to throw out the pint size? I mean, that just seems like it's feeding the Worgen, doesn't it? Let's just leave that up and then toss a Razor Fun Hunter out to deal with it. Should do the job. Next instance of RP Dark Heresy? Nah. It's, like, the stream today actually tired me out a great deal. I can't do these 4-hour streams, like, the way I've got to be, like, on and focused all the time right now. I'll go back to Dark Heresy once, like, the whole treatment is over, which will be, like, 2015 at this point. So I'm not doing any more of that. It's too much. I gotta try and take it easy.
I wonder.
Okay. Scarlet Crusader, mate, is actually a pretty good play here, I think. Let's put that out. Of course, an Earth Shock will counter it, so let's hope he doesn't have one. If you cast StarCraft 2 full-time and make the money, would you? I don't know. I don't know if I would, really. Please no Earthshock. I'm afraid I don't like committing to one game full-time. I think it's a bad decision business-wise. Doesn't make a great degree of sense. Okay, this is... I mean, this is not going to trade brilliant now because of that 1-1. He got pretty lucky on that totem, but whatever. I still killed something off with it, so whatever. It's good. I'm not too exhausted. I'm just chill at the minute. I think if there was, like, anything else I want to cast, like, it might maybe be Heroes of the Storm. It's just... I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun playing it right now, and I think that with... I have a decent amount of knowledge of that game. I think I could probably make a teamfight-orientated game pretty exciting. There's a pretty dodgy replay system in the game right now. I know they're trying to make a proper one, but I think that I could probably do a pretty good job there. I don't know if I certainly wouldn't cast it like full time. I'd give it maybe a bit of a bash though. Alright. He traded an organ infiltrator with the boar. Alright then. Well, I guess it was going to die of the boar anyway. So let's go with Twilight Drake right now. Absolutely. Good, solid play. This trades for that, which kind of sucks, but hey. At the moment, I don't really do the casting, because I put a lot into the casting. Like, it's very high energy, and quite frankly, I don't have high energy at the moment. I'm afraid. Do I want to go with Defender of Argus here? I think we do. It pushes it beyond the point where both of those could kill it. That seems like a pretty solid plan. And I don't want to attack into that though, because if I do, then he can actually kill it next turn with the little 1/2. So I think we hold. Let's just hope that he doesn't have some way of doing a lot of damage to that. Am I going to swap out my flag? No. No. I don't know. I could, but I'm ultimately British as far as I'm concerned. Ah, damn, I should have attacked. Didn't see that coming. Ah, no, it's even worse. The mana tide's behind that. It's actually fine. I can fire elemental it, so I can pick it off. But it's still not brilliant. There we go. Gotta get rid of that before it draws any more cards for him. Yeah, I absolutely think that people could get into Heroes of the Storm if they're new to Dota-style games. Totally. It's not that hard to learn, really. I'm mostly just doing Q&A at the moment. Like, I don't really have much to say about the current state of the game that we're playing at the moment. I don't mind, it's fine. It's just a late night stream, it's nice to be a bit casual. Oh dear, my arch nemesis. This one don't take too much damage. I think it's going to be Fen Creeper at this point. Oh, there's another Fire Elemental. That seems worth. I can kill the Earthen Ring Farseer. There we go. Let's do that. Nothing wrong with 2 Fire Elementals on the board, right? Absolutely. Have I read any recent 40k novels? No, I haven't read anything, I think, since the Korvax. I don't know what the hell was the name of it. It was one of the... Damn. It was one of the Horus Heresy novels that had Korvax in it, I believe. That was about it. You already know my opinion on Smite. I've done several videos on Smite. I think it's been abundantly clear what my Smite opinion is. Okay. This is actually not brilliant. I think Fen Creeper is now the right play. It's either that or throw out the Earth Elemental. And I don't think we need that just yet. Let's do that and put the Mana Tide behind it. That makes more sense right now, I think. So we can... Hopefully, if he doesn't have a Fire Elemental, we're in a situation where we get 2 cards out of that.